Good morning, everyone. I'm just out in my greenhouse this morning, Sunday morning, and it is a bit chillier today. It's 44 degrees. We've been getting up into the 60s during the day, so a little bit more chilly today than it has been. It's clouded over too, so we're supposed to get some rain. Yesterday we got a bunch of rain in the morning. So anyway, I just wanted to come out here and check on my plants, my soon-to-be plants, my seeds. So far, none are popping up. Of course, these are peppers, and I'm not too surprised they're not coming up yet because they take a long time to germinate, especially when it's cold out. Technically, if I wanted them to grow faster, I'd put a heat mat under them, but I don't have one. I'll just take them when they start growing. But it's good, especially to keep the top of the soil moist, especially for like these strawberry seeds that I have. They're just sitting on top of the soil, so they really need to stay moist so they can germinate. I forgot to check on them yesterday, but they seem to be still damp, so that's good. I was hoping to see some of the brassica plants at least starting to sprout, but nothing there yet either. Using this spray bottle because it gives a nice fine mist over the top of the soil rather than a deluge of water being poured in that will displace seeds possibly. Just water them a little more gently while they're still seeds. Well, big news on the farm today. All those horses that we had. We have a mama horse and then 4 baby horses. They're probably halfway grown now. We've had them on our property since last fall, and we had 12 at one point. But the owner took some of them away, took most of them away except one. One of the mama horse that's here now. She didn't want to be caught, and so she had to stay here. So he had, sorry, there was an interruption there. So he had left the one mama horse here, and then, Sidon, don't shake the camera. Later, a couple weeks later, he brought the baby horses back because Sidon, no. He wanted to wean them from their mama horses. So he brought those back, I think it was in December. And so we've had them here ever since. We had asked him to take off the horses in February. No, by the end of January. And we never heard back from him. He would come out and feed the horses, but he comes at odd hours, so we don't always see him. So we never really had a chance to talk with him, and then he finally asks, well, can he get them after the 11th? And so we're like, yeah, sure, that's fine. You know, we really just wanted a plan for getting them off. So the problem is that weekend, or right before that weekend, is when we got our huge winter storm with the 16 inches of snow. And so he was unable to come at that point, and then we had snow on the ground for several days after that. And then we never heard from him again, and I was about ready to text him and say, so what's the plan for getting off the horses? Then I heard from him this last Friday, and he said he's coming on Sunday to get them. So the horses are leaving today. What this means for us is that our pasture now will not have animals in it, so we're going to go out and lay down stakes with string for where we want pathways, where we want to put the lavender fields, the lavender rows, you know, where we want to plant trees and shrubs and all that kind of stuff. So we can finally get to work in laying out our pasture area to make it become a lavender farm and a food forest. So finally going to be heading more towards what our farm name is. So excited about that and for the next steps that we're going to take in that, because I have trees coming soon. They're supposed to be mailed soon, and I will need to get them in the ground or at least potted up when they get here, and that would have been difficult to go out and plant them with all those horses out there. So yeah, we're going to be ready to take the next steps on our farm here soon. Just gonna finish watering. The soil is still wet in these, but I just want to add a little bit of extra water just to keep them moist. These are the rhubarb seeds. And then my moringa seeds. And my soap nut seeds here. So I have a special package that I got in the mail yesterday. I have a new acquaintance on YouTube, and she started following me, became a subscriber, and so I went to go check out her channel just to see what they're like. When someone follows me, I like to follow back if I can. And so I went and checked out her channel. It's Bees and Seeds. And I loved her content, and she's really nice and sweet, and I just loved her videos. Of course, I've subscribed back, but I was watching one of her videos, and she was showing some of the plants that she had on there, and one of them she called, I think, pineapple sage. And I've never heard of pineapple sage before, so I made a comment about never hearing about it before, and I'll have to track some down. Well, she offered to send me a start, so I, of course, accepted. That was very generous and gracious of her. And so I have the package here. We'll open it up and take a look, see what it is. The plants have this lovely magenta flower on them. They're just pretty. I'll try to link that video down below of where she shows it. And if you like her channel, please subscribe. She's got some really fun and interesting videos to watch. So got the package right here. Let's take a look at it. So I'm trying to be careful. It's got our addresses on it. So of course I don't want the whole world to see our addresses, but just kind of open it away for now until I can lift up the flaps, right? All right, here we go. Oh my. I think I sent for a plant, not a sweater. Oh, let's see here. I feel like I guess that's one way to get rid of your old sweaters you don't like. Can I send this back to you? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, she sent it in a plastic tub, a plastic juice container, which she's been doing some winter sewing in plastic jugs. So this is cool. Here, I'll bring you in a little closer. Oh, that's interesting wrapping. Packaging paper. Well, here, we're just going to do this. Really cool. Oh, she just sent that for support's sake. Oh, look at that. Nice and damp still. Looks like it survived the trip. Bees and Seeds. Looks good. I'll get it in some soil right now. Give it a nice good watering. But looks like it survived the trip. Alright, I've got a pot of soil here, I've got some water, so let's just go ahead and plant this, and then when it gets warmer outside and I figure out exactly where I want to put this, we'll we'll move it outside, but we'll let it get a nice root system. Until then, it's got a nice root system, look at that. Take that grass out though, we don't want that. All right. Ooh, got a deep root system on there. Make more room here. All right, might need to get a little more soil. There. Give it a good water. And there we go, pineapple sage. Can't wait to grow it and see what it smells like, what it tastes like, and then to see the pretty flowers on it. Very nice. Thank you so much, Bees and Seeds.